Hello. I'm sorry about the lighting if it's a bit dark in here, but basically I don't have bright lights anymore because I've got energy efficient saving bulbs. Um, I've been criticised for basically doing a blog about my pitch and not really mentioning anything or much about it for like so long. It was like a minute long, and I know I was commenting that it's supposed to be a my pitch blog, and I should have really gone on to about it. Well, we've been on it for well, I don't know how long now. I'm sure Fletch would tell us, but it must be about a month. I remember um, when it first changed. I'm quite happy that it hasn't really gone too far um, over, like the module. It's still got that sort of element of the Archester.net website, well, form that we was on. That's what I really hope it would have. I know it didn't have that discussion anymore, but I'm quite happy that it's basically turned into what it's turned into, rather than ended up something like a Facebook, which I thought it was going to be like. Um, and I think, as I'm quite rightly saying, there's not really been many new people that have joined. It's mostly been the old members that have come from where we were. Bit of a sad thing at times because there's still the idiots on there, and you know who you are. Um, and I'm sure they'll watch this and they'll have something to comment and say about me. Um, bad comments, yeah, but if you're making them, then obviously, why don't you comment something actually about me that you know about me that is bad? Not something you don't know about me. You can't comment a bad thing and say that I'm something when you don't actually know whether I do that or not, because you don't. That is just pathetic, especially for the people who think, me and young girls mix. They don't, right? I've said before that I have friends that are over 18, no younger. So, um, that is obviously something you shouldn't really be commenting about that you don't even know. That is just absolutely pathetic, and you're just being idiotic bastards. That's what you basically are, and so on. Basically, I don't really know what to say. It's come up to Big Brother on basically my pitch. I don't watch the show because I think the show's absolutely fucking stupid and that. But I don't mind .net Big Brother, or basically my pitch Big Brother, because it's a little bit of fun at times. It doesn't mean so you have to be in the real world, so we're not asking to go into a room in the real world and stay there for so many weeks where I would absolutely be lost, because I'd be like, I've got to go to HMV every money and buy my new CD singles or vinyl records, whatever I can get a hold of, and they'll be like, no, you can't, Mr. Wallace, you are in the Big Brother house, you get voted off when you get voted off. You see, that there is a problem. And the food, they probably won't even give you what you want. You'll probably get like, and you'll be like, I want some Coke or Iron, and they'll be like, you don't get that in the Big Brother house, or we get it, maybe, I don't know, all that shit anyway. But basically, looking forward to the My Pitch Big Brother. Hopefully I'll do better than I did last year. And I don't know, can you imagine My Pitch really having a real Big Brother session and sending some of the crazy bastards that are on that site into the Big Brother house? I mean, I would have to send AJB and Dino and Tom in there, because they're the great people on there. And I suppose in one way we can send Stevie D in there, and Skank, and Badu, and some other people in there like Brud. Just something like that. But I think I wouldn't watch it personally. I wouldn't watch it not with them people in there, but I would hopefully know that it would be in the papers about someone I really like winning it. Um, but I think as far as I'm concerned, some of the people that are on my pitch, sticking them in Big Brother house, would be like sticking them in a cage, and then we can call them caged animals, and so on. And it's always wondered about what would happen if we had a .net meet. What would happen if we all decided to find a location around England and descend up there for some like pub meet or something, Um, first of all, I'd probably be up for it, but I know there'd be a lot of members who'd be thinking, oh no, I hope Matthew don't come, and so on. But then again, it will give you a chance to actually meet me in the real world and get to know me from actual, away from the computer. And I know that people like AJB and Dino and Tom and so on, they say give them a break, and you know, they speak to me just as they would do on MSN. They wouldn't find anything wrong with me. I personally wouldn't drink, so I'd have a pint of Coke, and we could go and play darts on the dartboard, or a game of pool or something, have a bit of fun. Although I do admit I wouldn't trust some people on that website to save my life, because I got a feeling that we'd go to the pub and they might. I'm not saying they would do that, but you never know with some of these people. They might think it's Matthew. Shall we spike his drink? And I wouldn't be sure if that would you know, be the case. And I'm sure if I was to offer that we would go and watch some bands, then people like Skank will say, yeah, but he's got fucking crap music, so any band that we're going to watch with him is going to be absolutely rubbish. Which is untrue, because the last band I saw live was Feeder, and they rocked. In fact, probably, away from Deacon Blue, the best band I've ever seen live. In my experience, they absolutely rocked the house, and I couldn't believe. Although they never did Tumble and Fall, which is a shame, my favourite record by them, but they absolutely rocked the house, and I absolutely loved them. And I know Skank's a very big fan of ska music, and I'm sure he will name all these ska bands that I've never heard of. But you see, the ones I tend to think of is more or less punky ska, like Less Than Jake. Now, somebody, please don't tell me they're fucking ska, because they are punk. Ska punk is a sub-genre of punk music, and that's what Less Than Jake do. In the same way as Real Big Fish, they will do ska punk music. Even Macaroni do ska punk, Lightyear do ska punk. I understand they've got ska influences and they've got punk influences. Nothing to do with we are a ska band. To me, a ska band would not have punk music whatsoever in there. It wouldn't be connected to punk. Madness are a ska band or a two-tone band, but they don't do punk influences. They do more or less reggae influences, in the same way that old ska bands like Desmond Dekker do ska influences. So there's a lot to be said about all this Less Than Jake and so on, and not being punk and ska bollocks. Absolutely. And I'm sure Less Than Jake can have something to say about that as well. They'll say, we're a ska punk band, that's what we do. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, I'm quite happy with my pitch, I suppose. Not saying I'm going to leave it anytime soon, but if it ever crosses my mind, who cares anyway? But it's nice to go in there, and I don't think I'm going to be posting so many of my personal issues that I may well want to give out, you know, like because I know that some of the members don't actually they don't reply so much, and if even with music topics, I mean, I don't know whether I should anymore, because sometimes they don't get replied to, and I mean, it's as if, you know, to say, oh no, I don't want to be music topics again. Oh God. But I'm sure that and I thought that we were going to have a new. It was going to go new. I thought we were going to have a new like role in my pitch, you know, where we forget about the old, start afresh. I thought we were going to do something like that. I thought the members might have thought about that and that, but I'm afraid that it can't, can it? Because there's some idiots out there on my pitch. You know, that's what I'm saying. So I don't think it really does anything. And you know, the times when I've thought about doing some replies on that bloody thing and having swear words written in there, and I'm thinking to myself, you know, I'm going to get banned if I do that. So I've stopped. I didn't bother doing that. So, but that's all I've got to say really for my pitch. I don't have much else I can talk about. This is my one and probably only time I'll ever be talking about my pitch. It'll probably have mentioned in various other blogs, but there won't be at this precise moment a My Pitch blog unless we have a battle of the My Pitch blogs. You know, me versus Time Out. You know, the Irish. You know, it could be the Irish versus the Scots. I'll be on the Scottish side. After all, we are better than Irish people. Scotland does rule the world. They might not rule the world in football, but they certainly rule the world in in everything else. It's a bit like having Rangers versus Celtic. There's only one team, Rangers. Protestant. I am Protestant. I support Rangers. In Scotland, they are better than Celtic. They are going to win the league. As in, we Protestants are better than Catholics. And of course, Scotland is better than Ireland. But no one needs to go and talk about that now, do we? No. And then, of course, it's like saying Wales is better than England. Not like they are, though, but England. So it'd be like England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, and then poor old Republic of Ireland at the bottom. Because that's where they belong. Yes. And of course, if it was football, then we know who's better. England, of course. Even though they couldn't beat Spain. And I know if anybody's Spanish out there, don't start. It was a one-off. It was a friendly. England will bounce back. So there you go. Anyway, that's all I've got to say for now. So, ciao, baby.